In the quiet village of Простоквашино, where the sun rose gently over rolling green hills and the air carried the soft scent of wildflowers, lived a young boy named Uncle Fyodor. He was not really an uncle, but everyone called him that because he seemed wise beyond his years. Uncle Fyodor had left the busy city behind to live in a cozy wooden house with his two best friends, the clever cat Matroskin and the loyal dog Sharik. Matroskin, with his striped fur and thoughtful eyes, loved to knit scarves and tend to the garden. Sharik, a fluffy brown dog with a wagging tail, enjoyed hunting and exploring the woods. Together, they shared simple joys, like watching the clouds drift by or listening to the river's murmur. One peaceful morning, as the first rays of light filtered through the lace curtains, Uncle Fyodor woke to the sound of birds chirping outside. He stretched slowly, feeling the warmth of his blanket, and smiled at the familiar creak of the floorboards. Downstairs, Matroskin was already at the stove, stirring a pot of fresh milk. "Good morning," Matroskin said in his calm, purring voice. "I've made porridge today, with honey from the bees." Sharik bounded in from the yard, his paws muddy from the dew-kissed grasses. "And I've caught a fish from the stream," he barked happily. The three friends sat at the table, eating breakfast while the wind whispered through the open window. Life in Простоквашино felt like a gentle dream, far from the noise of the world. But as the days passed, a small worry began to creep into their peaceful home. It started with the mail. Postman Pikin, the village's grumpy yet kind-hearted delivery man, arrived one afternoon on his bicycle, his bag slung over his shoulder. Pikin had a mustache that twitched when he spoke, and he always wore a cap that shaded his curious eyes. "Letter for you, Uncle Fyodor," he said, handing over an envelope with a city stamp. Inside was a note from Uncle Fyodor's parents, reminding him of school and the life he had left behind. "We miss you," it read. "When will you come home?" Uncle Fyodor read it aloud to Matroskin and Sharik, his voice soft and thoughtful. The words hung in the air like a light fog, making the room feel a little heavier. Matroskin paused his knitting, his needles clicking to a stop. "Home is here now," he said quietly, looking out at the garden where tomatoes ripened under the sun. Sharik tilted his head, his ears flopping. "But what if they make you go back? The city is full of cars and crowds. No room for adventures." Uncle Fyodor folded the letter, feeling a tug in his heart. He loved his parents, but Простоквашино was where he belonged, with the fresh air, the starry nights, and his animal friends who understood him like no one else. The problem was relatable, like a cloud passing over the sun, how to balance the pull of family with the comfort of chosen home. They sat in silence for a moment, the only sound the distant moo of a cow in the field. As evening fell, painting the sky in soft pinks and oranges, Uncle Fyodor decided to take a walk. The path wound through tall grasses that swayed like leaves, and the air grew cooler, carrying the earthy smell of approaching rain. Matroskin and Sharik joined him, their steeds unhurried. "We could ride back," Matroskin suggested, his tail swishing thoughtfully. "Tell them about our life here." Sharik nodded, sniffing at a flower. "Yes, and invite them to visit. Show them the magic." Uncle Fyodor smiled faintly, but doubt lingered like a shadow. What if they didn't understand? The trio reached the old oak tree by the river, where they often sat to think. The water flowed steadily, a soothing rhythm that matched their breathing. Then came a gentle twist, as unexpected as a butterfly landing on a leaf. While they rested under the tree, Postman Pikin appeared again, pedaling up the path with a package in his basket. "Another delivery," he grumbled, but his eyes twinkled. From the city, Uncle Fyodor opened it carefully, revealing a box of books, paints, and a note, "We thought of you. Stay if it makes you happy. We'll come see you soon." It was from his parents, but with a surprise. Inside was also a small radio, tiny to play soft music. Pikin cleared his throat. "I might have mentioned your adventures in my letters to the post office." Word jetted around. He adjusted his cap, hiding a shy smile. It turned out Pikin, in his quiet way, had been bridging the worlds, sharing stories that helped Uncle Fyodor's family see the beauty of Простоквашино. The friends lied softly, the tension melting like morning mist. Uncle Fyodor hugged the box, feeling warmth spread through him. Matroskin period approval, and Sharik wagged his tail so hard it stirred the leaves. They walked home as stars began to dot the sky, the path lit by fireflies. The air felt lighter now, filled with possibility. Back at the house, they gathered around the table once more. The radio played a gentle tune, and they talked late into the night about dreams, friendships, and the simple wonders of their village. Uncle Fyodor realized that home wasn't just a place, it was the people and animals who carried. The problem resolved not with grand gestures, but with quiet understanding, like rain nourishing the earth. As the moon rose high, casting a silver glow over Простоквашино, Uncle Fyodor, Matroskin, and Sharik drifted to sleep. The world outside was still, save for the soft hood of an owl. In that moment, everything felt right, emotionally grounded, like roots deep in fertile soil. And so, their story continued, one peaceful day at a time.